Disclaimer, this is audio horror fiction. If darkness or the creatures it holds scares you, leave now. Still listening? Good, then let's begin. Jonathan pointed the pistol at the man's forehead, praying that his hands would not shake and that his aim would be true. The man stared back at him, his face expressionless behind the dark sunglasses that hid his terrified eyes. "Where the hell is she?" Jonathan demanded. "Who?" asked the man. "My sister, you sadistic bastard. Where the hell is she?" The man paused once more in thought. This young man standing before him was not the first to confront him. Nevertheless, he had been confronted with danger many times before, and regardless of circumstance, one must always be professional. "You're going to have to be a bit more specific. I'm afraid I meet a lot of people." Jonathan wanted to shout. He wanted to yell. He wanted to scream at the stoic beast before him. He swallowed his rage and replied, "Sarah Davidson." The man chuckled. "Names don't mean much to me, boy. I need you to be descriptive. I remember faces particularly well." "What game are you trying to play?" Jonathan took a few paces forward. The man retreated and held his hands up. "I've been looking for her for 2 years and I finally tracked you down on my own. Don't think I need your help to find her. Make this easy for me and maybe I won't gut you like the pig you are." "Look," the man replied, his body finally showing fear. "I'm not playing anything. Names are difficult for a person such as myself, but I remember the faces of all my investments. If you could describe her, I'm sure I could point you in the right direction." Jonathan swallowed. He hated dealing with monsters, but the faster he found his sister, the better off they both would be. "Blonde hair," he replied, struggling to remember. "Freckles on her nose, blue eyes, a curved face." The man's face perked up at the description. Yes, he remembered this one very well. "Blue eyes," he said. "That quality is very rare in this part of the world. In fact, I would say I've only met 3 people with blue eyes." He gestured towards Jonathan. "You being one of them, and my mother another. Unfortunately, I was born with brown eyes myself. I always hated the color. They seemed so—" "Get to the point," Jonathan growled. The man grimaced. "I sold her to a Dr. Levensberg down by Albany. I took a souvenir, as is customary. I would not be rushing off to find her if I were." A burst of sound followed the deadly projectile as it left the barrel of the gun. The bullet found itself into the middle of the man's forehead, knocking the sunglasses off of his face. His body fell backwards towards the floor. "I'm coming for you, Sarah," Jonathan said through his clenched teeth as he took one last glance at the monster who abducted his sister. The corpse glared back at him with piercing blue eyes. Thank you all so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and share to help feed the dark machine.